Gere mawasa dikere gere mawasa dikere gere mawasa money akpawo njowale money akpaka gere mawasa dikere wo dikere
Hi, this is Bassa Jamma, the Liberian mum and daughter cooking show. I'm Meatta and this is my mum, Cecilia.
Hi!
So a couple of weeks ago, I asked Nia TV to help us introduce you to the gorgeous cuisine from my country of birth, Liberia. And I'm going to go through quite a common dish, but really easy dish from Liberia called check rice or chuck rice and gravy. And my mum will be guiding me off camera today just to make sure everything is absolutely authentic. Okay, so like I said, it's quite a simple dish. I'm going to go through some of the ingredients now with my mum's help, so I've not missed anything. I'm sure you'll let me know. So we have onion powder. Yeah? Some salt, some adobo or aromat. We have some tomato puree, some all-purpose seasoning, flour, minced garlic, Maggi cube. Now, if you don't know about Maggi cube, you need to get to know. Okay, if you don't have this, the jig is up. We have some onion powder, 1 Scotch bonnet for that kick.
Onions.
We have onions cut up about 6 medium-sized onions. We have 2 packets of chicken thighs here, some spinach, and the pungent but very tasty smoked fish. It is so important in this dish because it kind of has that background flavour, and when you're tasting the meal, you're like kind of like searching for what is that taste. It makes it really Moorish and rich. So that's all the things that you need to get started. So first things first, we need to wash the chicken. We've used chicken thighs because they're super moist and juicy. Wash it with some white vinegar. Douse it. Some lemon.
Turn the top off.
Turn the top off.
Yeah, because it needs to have.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
Make sure you wash it really well. Right, now we're going to season the chicken.
A little spoon, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start with some salt, which is about
a teaspoon.
A teaspoon of salt.
Don't put all that in this because it's too much salt.
Is that not a teaspoon?
That's about a teaspoon. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
It's about a teaspoon.
Okay.
I eyed it. And then the aromat.
Yeah, you can put all of that.
All of it?
Yeah.
Which is about another tablespoon, isn't it?
Another teaspoon.
That's not a teaspoon. Yeah. That's a teaspoon.
Yeah, that's a teaspoon.
This is 2 teaspoons.
Okay, no, a teaspoon and a half.
Teaspoon and a half, okay.
Alright.
How much? Oh no, we don't need this yet. That's for later.
Just
a teaspoon of this.
A teaspoon of that.
We don't need it too salty, do we?
Don't want it too salty.
Okay, all of the garlic?
No.
Not yet. Black pepper?
Yeah.
All of it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you need more, wouldn't you? I would usually use coarse black pepper because I just prefer the taste.
Yeah, I'll get coarse black pepper in there as well.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a teaspoon.
So you can put a little bit more black pepper.
Let's do all of it.
All
It's
of
about 2 teaspoons of black pepper. As you can see, there is no measurements with my mum. It's just...
Well, you just eyeball it. We don't used to. It's freestyling.
Freestyling. And then this is the onion powder, isn't it?
No, garlic granules.
Oh, garlic granules. And we're going to go for a teaspoon of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Teaspoon and a half. In a pinch. Add a little bit extra.
A little extra.
Okay.
Okay, and then give it a good stir.
Put the onion powder in.
I didn't put the onion powder in. Okay, so again, another teaspoon. Yeah?
Yeah.
Onion powder.
And we sprinkle a little bit of flour just to make the chicken a little bit brown quicker.
So I'll put a bit of flour in there as well?
Yeah, just sprinkle a little bit of flour on the chicken.
Because it will brown quicker. Okay.
Yeah. Just there.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Smells good. Give it good mixing. Oh my god. How dare I forget the Maggie cube?
The Maggie cube.
Should have crushed. Can you crush this for me, Mum?
Yeah.
Okay, while I stick the oven on. And you are going to want to heat up your oil super hot because you're going to be frying this chicken and you want it to be really golden and delicious. Fill the whole pan. So that's about half a cup of oil. You want to fry the chicken hard, as my mum would say, which is like really crispy.
No, brown the chicken.
Brown the chicken.
Yeah.
You've never said brown before until
Yeah.
I've got the cameras on.
Brown the chicken.
in the 30 years
you want to brown the chicken.
of my life. Okay, so give this a good mixing.
So while the oil getting hot and the chicken already marinated,
Yeah.
you're watching the spinach now.
Okay.
You want to clean the pan first?
Yeah, the pan's been cleaned.
Okay.
Rice is going to be mixed with the spinach, and it has that sort of checked effect, sort of like checked a check shirt. So that's where the dish gets its name. Okay, so I'm happy that the water is running clear.
So you're just gonna add like a cup and a half of water.
Yeah.
To the rice cooker.
I always sort of just go like an inch over
The rice.
the rice.
Okay.
Yeah, about an inch over the rice. And I do know how to cook rice. Do not come for me, but I'm going to use a rice cooker today because I've earned my dues. I've cooked enough rice. Okay? Let's fry the chicken off now. Okay. That's the sound we're after. You don't want to crowd the pan either, or else the chicken's going to sweat.
So steam.
Or steam. And you know what, in West Africa, you usually hear about Nigerian food or Ghanaian food because they're our loudest cousins. But Liberian food has its place.
Yeah,
and
is the best.
it is the best, really.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, anyone who's tried it, I think you'd agree. I've got this tissue here to put the chicken on when I fried it, because obviously I'm doing it in batches. This is nice because I'm in my mum's kitchen today and this is where I learned how to cook. Okay, so while we are frying the chicken, I am going to blanch the spinach. Steam the spinach and add a teaspoon of
just
bicarb.
half a teaspoon of bicarb for the soda. If you add water to the spoon, it takes longer to
Cook down.
cook down. So you'll be there forever.
Do you know, this is called chuck rice and gravy, and I know a lot of my friends will be like, gravy, but in Liberia we call it gravy. You may call it stew. You might call it run down, cook down. It's all the same thing. It's onions and a sauce. Make sure you fry your chicken so that it gets this really deep brown colour. And we're going to place it on the kitchen paper just to drain off that excess oil. Yeah. That's the colour we are after. Okay, now this is like the base of the gravy, so it's really important that the onions get really soft and caramelized and sweet. About 5 minutes, but it's worth it, so don't rush this part.
Yeah.
Make sure like you take your time and make sure the onions sweat down. Okay, so the smoked fish now, you're literally going to use the tiniest slither of this. Like I said before, it's really strong flavour and smell, so we add it to the sauce for flavour and smell. But I'm going to wash it a little bit because it's got some excess salt on it. Okay, so we've got the onions nice and caramelised. So we're going to put in about a tablespoon of flour. This is to thicken my gravy. It's about a tablespoon, not too much, or your gravy is going to be really thick and you don't want that.
You want it to be a little bit thick, but not too thick.
A little bit thick, but not too thick. And then we're going to brown the flour a little bit. So we're going to cook it out a little, for a couple of seconds before we add our tomato puree, which is about another teaspoon.
Yeah, tablespoonful.
I love the smell of onions cooking. That's when you know.
Tablespoonful.
Yeah, about that much. Yeah. And this is the bit where it all starts to come together now. So it's going to move quite quick. Get the tomato to cover and coat all of the onions. Remember, you've got the flour in there that's thickening. I'm going to add some seasoning to it and some garlic. This is really where the gravy can go wrong, so just be patient. This is where the love comes in, okay? When they say cooking with love, that's the bit that you can taste. It's the patience. So I'm going to add the garlic.
Yeah, just like a...
And your hot Scotch bonnet pepper, yeah?
Scotch bonnet, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to put probably about 3 cloves of garlic in here.
Oh, yeah, 1.
Scotch bonnet, leaving the seeds out because this is super hot.
You're going to leave the seeds in if you want to
make it really spicy, yeah.
So.
And don't forget to wash your hands if you've handled it without gloves. Don't want to make the error of rubbing your eyes. So I'm going to coat the chicken with the onions. Let your chicken meet the onions.
Now add your water and then you can cover it and let it cook down for another 10 minutes.
Okay. And I'm going to put in a little bit of our smoked fish, just a tiny bit, and I'm going to cover the dish with the lid. So I don't know if the camera's getting this, but because we've added the water and we've got the flour in there, you've got a bit of a gravy coming in, yeah? Now I know from looking at this, I need a bit more black pepper in it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sprinkle a bit more black pepper over the top. That's to taste. This is just for my own personal preference. I'm going to turn the heat down slightly. Lid is now going on. So we've wilted down the spinach with a little bit of bicarb to make sure it stays green. And then we're going to... We're just going to break up the rice a little bit so it's not too sticky. And then add a spoonful of your spinach to the rice.
Yeah, mix it up and see how it goes to go. Mix it up.
And you can see it's turning green. This is kind of the beauty of the dish. I'm so hungry now. Yep, so mix, mix, mix. Make sure all of the rice is bright green. Okay, so all that is left to do now is to taste the gravy.
Yeah.
Is to taste the gravy, make sure it tastes perfect, and then I'm going to plate up. Okay.
How's the tomato? Is it really red, the tomato?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Is it perfect?
Yeah. Yeah,
is it perfect?
It's nice, yeah. It's good. No more spice, no more salt, no more nothing needed in it. Just grand.
Did you hear that? That is the seal of approval. On the side. Like that. here we have all plated up. We have our gravy with a little bit of smoked fish inside, our chicken gravy with a bit of smoked fish. We've got our plantain and our chuck rice in the middle. I think I did a really good job, Mum.
Well done. Yeah, it looks good. Well done. Yeah, it's lovely.
I want to say thank you to Nia TV for helping us introduce you to some more Liberian cuisine. Hopefully this isn't the last time we get to show you some more dishes. And I hope you guys have the time to go and get the ingredients and try this at home.
Money